In Jonathan Vigliotti to give us the basics. What do we know so far, Jonathan?
Yeah, good morning, Anne-Marie. Russian officials say the explosion happened while the train was traveling between two stations. Video from the immediate aftermath showed the destruction. The explosion was so powerful it blew off metal doors on the train. Smoke clogged several stations on the line as Metro riders were seen in that video trying to enter the damaged train car to rescue people. There was a lot of confusion early on. Initially, some reports that possibly multiple attacks taking place on two separate train cars. But what we're learning now, it appears that confusion stemming from the smoke leaking into multiple stations. Again, officials confirming at this point just one possible explosion on a train. At this stage, officials say 10 people were killed, dozens injured. State-run television reporting children were among the victims. They said the blasts involved what they are describing as a device filled with shrapnel. President Putin was in St. Petersburg at the time. He said terrorism is one of the working theories. But at this point, police say the exact cause still remains unclear as an active investigation, as you can imagine, currently underway.
And Jonathan, as you point out, we know President Putin is there. Has he, and we've been sort of reading his Twitter feed to the public here, but has he given any indication, or have Russian officials given any indication as to who might be responsible for this?
At this point, no. They did obviously say terrorism can't be ruled out, and obviously alluding to extremism of some kind. The first and only ISIS attack we could tell you that was claimed by ISIS in Russia happened last summer when two attackers with axes and guns targeted police just outside Moscow. Russia has intervened militarily to bolster the regime of Bashar al-Assad in Syria, helping to turn the tables on rebel fighters there. So obviously some motive. Separatists and Islamic groups from Chechnya have also been a major concern. Those groups have been fighting against Russia for decades. The conflict has sparked several terror attacks in Russia, and hundreds of Chechen militants are believed to have joined ISIS. While attacks have been far and few, Russia's security services have previously said they've foiled terror attacks on Moscow's public transport system several times, some of whom were planned by ISIS jihadists trained in Syria. So a lot of concern, obviously, as this remains an ongoing investigation. At this point, terrorism not ruled out, but it's still unclear what the motive, what the exact cause of this explosion was.
All right, Jonathan Vigliotti joining us from London to report on the news that we've been reporting all morning long, which is there has been, according to Russian officials, a terrorist attack in St. Petersburg. That is Russia's second largest city, where Vladimir Putin, president of Russia, is actually visiting that city today.
Right.
10 people killed, at least 50 people injured. We're going to continue to dig into this story and bring you updates as warranted.